Hi everybody, welcome back to the Why Kim YouTube channel. Please subscribe, ring the bell, and comment down below about all the things that we've been covering for the past couple of months. Tonight, what I want to talk about is democracy. Democracy and how it sprung, how it was born from the oligarchy. Oligarchy being a political system, a political community in which the rich are in power. And you have to be rich if you want to be in politics and make decisions about our community, about our society. That is an oligarchy. Only the rich get to make the decisions. Now, the argument stems, again, from ancient Greece, and I'm just putting it forward. So remember, do not shoot the messenger. There is a critique of democracy here, and I want to see what you think about it. Now, with the oligarchy and the rich system of government, where only the rich make decisions, the poor are left out in the cold. We've got some parents, an example, and they're raising a young person. This young person is watching their parents all of the time, learning from them. And they're watching these oligarch parents who are only focused on money their whole life. This is the system. This is the society we live in at this time, in this kind of a government. People are only focused on business and money and who to know and how to get what you want from connections, other connections that are rich. If you don't do that, you can't be a part of the political society and make decisions. You can't make decisions for anything unless you focus on money and business. So that's what these parents are doing. They're only doing what's natural. Otherwise, they'll be poor and they won't be able to make any decisions for the community, for the society, because it's an oligarchy. The poor get nothing. The poor don't make any decisions. They're not part of anything. They can't vote, nothing. So these children, this young person, is starting to realize as they're getting older that this pursuit of business and money has turned their parents into bad people. Bad people because they just don't seem to care about, well, what's the opposite of bad? They don't care about goodness. They don't care about doing the right thing. They don't care too much about relationships, emotional intelligence. They don't care about ethics. What's the best thing for, I don't know, lots of different people. They don't care about suffering of other people. All they care about is business and money. And that is their whole life's work. Through no fault of their own, by the way. It's natural, as we've covered before, for them to do this. But the young person who watches their parents live this way realizes it's not the way to live. So once this young person has become a fully fledged adult, they now decide that these other things are much more important than just pursuit of money. They realize that other people should get to make decisions and have some control about the community and society they live in. They realize that goodness is important. They realize that liberty is important. Liberty and freedom. So now they decide to take this democratic spirit of liberty and freedom and they make it their own because they don't want to be like their parents. They take this democratic nature and they change the system. This is the type of spirit that a democratic person has. Liberty is the fundamental principle. Freedom and liberty. Now to the critique of democracy that comes from ancient Greece. It's now been born and sprung from the oligarchy, and now we have this democracy. This young person who's now an adult and has a family of their own and now has children of their own. Now these children are growing up and watching their parents now, these democratic, spirited people. And now there's a problem occurring with these young people. They're wondering where to turn. They're wondering what decision to make. There's too many decisions to make in this democratic society. There's too much freedom. There's too much liberty. They're not sure about where to go to school. They're not sure about what task to take up, what craft to take up, what art school to go to, what mathematics degree to take. They're not sure about where they should head. And themselves and their friends and other members of the community, they're just wandering around. No one checks in on them. No one makes sure and says, what are you doing? Because there's so much liberty in this society. I can do what I want. No one's coming to get me now. No one's coming to tell me, why, Kim, what are you doing in the middle of the night? Filming your episode for the Why Kim community. No one does that in this liberty, this democratic society. And because of this, these young people have lost themselves. They don't know who they are. They don't know where they stand with ethics, with what's right and what's wrong. Because what's right and what's wrong in the true spirit of liberty and freedom, it can change every day like the weather. There's criminals running around doing whatever they want with no purpose in their life because there's too much liberty. So here now is the critique of democracy that sprung from the oligarchy, from the rich society. So now what do we do with it? Is there such thing as too much liberty? I mean, seriously. And that's what I want you all to comment on down below. Why, Cam? Thank you for watching and subscribe. Ring the bell.